Hey, what's up guys? It's Richard, CSG Skate, and this is going to be my first tutorial in this series where I teach you guys a little bit about skate editing. And for you guys that are watching this who maybe aren't editing skate videos, a lot of this stuff can also apply to you. So this first tutorial is on basic color correction, color grading. There's no right way to make a color correction. It changes for every shot, changes for every mood, it changes for every type of footage. I'm just showing you the tools that you can use to get this color correction, and one of the color corrections I like to use because it looks kind of cinematic. But really this is to open up creative doors for you. You can see how I did it, and then you can be like, you know what, I'm going to try it a different way because I want it to look like this. So watch this with an open mind. Your footage doesn't have to look like this, but you can see what these effects do. So here's a clip of what the changes are that we're going to be making. Alright guys, so after watching that, I'm basically going to show you how to do the exact same thing in After Effects. That's the program I used for this. So let's get started. First thing is, open After Effects. This is a blank project. I have nothing in it so far. I am doing this on a Mac. However, and this is After Effects CS4. However, these are simple tools and are available on all platforms and all versions of After Effects as far as I know. Definitely on 5 and 4, and I believe on 3 as well, although I haven't used 3. But here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is open up the Finder. That'll ever open the hell up. And for you guys with PCs, same concept. Open the computer. Basically find your clip. Ooh, sorry, I got a bad cough today. Some throat issues. Alright, what am I doing? Oh yeah. So, I'm going to find my clip. I try to organize my stuff, but I can't remember where I put it usually. So I'm going to use Focus of Fence is the name of my clip. I'm going to drag it in over here on the left. Now what that does is just puts it into the project, and I haven't done anything yet. So now I'm going to drag it over into the space where it says Composition. And I'm going to release it, and it drags it there, and as you can see, it's in our timeline as well. There's only one tiny bit of action in this clip, and it's the focus switching from up close to far away. Now, the first time you look at a clip, you may look at it and go, wow, that really looks great. And I think this clip looks pretty good without any sort of color correction. The way it was filmed, and I have a decently high quality camera, it looks pretty good. But once you start applying these effects to it, you're going to see just how much better you can get your footage looking. And first thing, you're going to go to the Effects tab up here, go down, Color Correction, and across, and these are a lot of the color correction tools. Today we're going to be using curves, hue/saturation, and levels, and I think there's one more that I'm probably forgetting because I'm retarded. Oh, no, I don't know, whatever, I'll get to that in a second. I'm really shitty at this. Alright, so first thing, curves, clicking on it. Now at the top here, RGB is the channel that we're going to be working on. Basically, this curves tool is really cool. You can mess around with it and do things like this and make all these crazy little colors, all using this like retarded graph tool thing. Yeah, basically that's it. I'm going to undo all of that. So this is what we use for a good portion of the color correcting. The first thing I'm going to do, this is the color correction I see almost everyone doing. One up and one down, and as you can see, I made a slight change to the footage, if you guys can see that. It takes off a little bit of this like kind of grayish film almost. When I say film, I mean not a literal film, like in the video sense. Like it kind of covers up the real colors underneath. And by doing this first step that I just showed you, it kind of darkens everything a tiny bit, but takes off this ugly looking gray haze about the footage. Now, you're going to go to Channel, and we're going to change it from RGB to red, and do the exact same thing. And I do the same thing for all of them. Now that looks kind of blue to me. I think that's a little extreme. So if it's a little too extreme for you, you move it back. There you go. See, that's less blue now. And if up here where I'm clicking this FX button, if you click it, it takes off the effect. and shows you the original, then you click it and it puts it back on. So that's cool. And now I'm going to go down to green, and I'm just going to do the same thing again. It looks a little purple. So I'm going to try to unextreme that. That's better. And then same with blue. And there we go. I like that. That's the curves part. And that makes a huge difference just by itself. However, I'm not going to leave it like that. The next step in this color correction process that I'm showing you, and by the way, this tool is great to just mess around with and see what you guys want to do. Like, if you want to branch off and do a little bit of your own thing that I'm not showing you, feel free, try it. Just experiment with it. The best way to learn is by experimenting, I've found. So yeah, there's no limit to what you can make. Next, effect color correction. Let's see. We're gonna go to hue/saturation. I don't know if this was the second thing I showed you on the test clip, but I'm just gonna do it now. And right here under hue/saturation, there's a little thing called master saturation. That's just how saturated it is. Now for skate footage, a lot of these like full-length like skate videos made with VX1000s, a lot of them have really high saturation, or not high saturation, but they have nice warm saturated colors. That's great for that kind of footage, but this is more geared towards the artistic and creative short film side, so I'm going to lower the saturation and take out a little bit of this weird coloring, so it's more just black and white, especially since this is a very white dominated shot. So as you can see, I'm clicking the button and there's a very subtle difference. However, it does improve the overall look. So that's hue/saturation. You can play around with the saturation levels. Don't mess around with master lightness, that just fucks everything up. Now, I'm going to go back in, I'm going to go to color correction, and I'm going to go down to levels. Now levels is basically the blacks and whites. I'm not terribly comfortable with it. I haven't used it that much. However, if you move this over to the right more, as you can see, makes it more dark. So I'm just going to move it over a tiny bit, like that. And as you can see, that kind of takes out some of the darkness that you got in, or it puts in darkness and takes out some of that white, hazy, just gross looking shit. It has a technical term, I don't know the name, but that just looks a lot better. Let's click without it, put it in, without, with, without, with. So as you can see, another small change. That is everything for this tutorial, and basically I just made a short little clip and I took it from looking very ugly, and I think I made it pretty nice. See the effect? That's curves by itself. That's a huge difference. Hue and saturation, very small difference, however it does contribute to the overall. And levels, a pretty significant difference. So there you go, guys. That is a basic color correcting / color grading tutorial. Stay tuned. Keep checking on my channel. If you want, subscribe. I'm going to be making a few more of these. Also, I got more skate videos coming out for you guys that are subscribed to me for my skating. But yeah, leave a comment in the comment section about a tutorial you want to see. Maybe it's an effect you've seen in my videos, or you've seen someone else do it. And let me know, because I like making tutorials. I'll probably, hopefully, get better at it. And there. That's it, guys.